Hey, Radio Check. Welcome back to another edition of Radio Check. First and the 15th of every month. And we've had plenty of these shows go on throughout the year. We're coming at the close. We were just talking about in the green room. Hey, Vince, we got a green room, brother. Uh, we
Yeah,
are in the green room talking about how fast it has gone.
yeah, it really has, my man. It's crazy. November is here, and totally, it is going totally fast. But let me share what's going on this month. This whole month, it is National Native American Heritage Month, first and foremost. Most, uh, on a sweet note or a good note, it is Peanut Butter Lovers Month. That's crazy. The whole month is about peanut butter lovers, but the sweet
Wait,
part of
we
that,
Reese's for the whole month?
the whole month peanut butter. But hot off the press, talk about the sweet things coming to fruition is National Veterans and Military Family Month. This
Fresh off
proclamation
the
was
press.
signed yesterday by President Biden. Again, National Veterans and Military Family Month, whole month in November, folks, celebrating our brothers and sisters in arms and those who are also serve in our families, sacrifice military spouses and so on, and the whole family. So National Veteran Military Spouse Military Family Month, the whole month of November. So excited to know about that, and that was signed in the proclamation yesterday.
And of
Yesterday,
course,
yeah,
hey,
speaking another thing, yesterday started until this Friday. It goes until Friday. National Vet National Veteran Small Business Week celebrates the
mhm,
many amazing veterans owning businesses like Enrique, myself, and others out there. This whole week until Friday, we celebrate this whole business week for small business of veterans. November 1st itself is All Saints Day. And if you watch Coco, you know all about Dia de los Muertos as well. That gave a great insight of that culture, of the Mexican culture, how they celebrate Dia de los Muertos. November 6th, for those that know that daylight saving time ends, and it's dial back that full back clock on this Sunday. Go get ready for that. And the week, 2 days after, it's the last day of voting. It's election day. We can vote right now, folks. I already voted. Take your chance. Know that your voice does count. November 8th, it is election day. The 10th, we honor the 247th birthday of our brothers and sisters that are our jarheads, the Marines.
hoo, hoo.
Arr! Uh, the day after, for all veterans out there, it is your and our day. We celebrate, honor all the veterans, take advantage of the great perks that are out there that our nation gives us,
Oh,
uh,
yeah.
all the sacrifices that are out there. And wrap it up with the November 13th is World Kindness Day. So just want to be kind to everyone and just do it every day,
Yeah, every day,
365.
every day.
But
Don't
it's a
wait till the
day
13th.
for the whole world to be. Yes, don't wait for that. But hey, that's what's going on the first part of the month, and plus what's going on the whole month.
Well, I'm excited for the 11th. As you know, I already got my list. I don't know if you do this, brother, but I start my morning bright eyed, bushy tail, and I'm on a roll. I leave. I go get my hair cut. I go get my breakfast.
I don't do
I hop on. Yeah, you might not need it, but hey, maybe they have some polish services. I don't know. But hey, yeah, I put all these things in a row, and I'm out there the whole day. My wife's like, "Hey, you ever coming back?"
that. Well, hey, yeah, I love that. That's great. You take advantage and of the thank yous that we get for all the sacrifice of keeping this freedom, this nation free. So, Veterans Day, there's a great list out there. If you don't have it, maybe we'll find it, put it in the chat after this
Yeah,
podcast.
I'll look for it on the side because I know where's that. I grabbed my father-in-law served in the army and during the Korean War, and so I pick him up, and then we go and try and dabble in all these establishments that honor the service, and we're appreciative. I come back, I come back pretty full.
Hey,
And you know me.
yep. And now he has another excuse about eating peanut butter for the whole month too. So watch out, folks. But again, we're just so excited to be here. It is the month of November. Happy fall for everyone out there. We just came, my wife and I just came back from Virginia. So the foliage change here in Florida. We don't have that luxury over there. It's there. But, start dressing warm. Be ready because the flu season's upon us. And, you don't want to be hit by anything out
Oh
there.
yeah.
So maintain your health every day. It's very important, especially in these cold months coming up. And those that are out there that need just someone to talk to or just want to just chat, know that we do this first and the 15th, or you just need an extra talk, just let us know. Hey, I don't mind, being your brother or sister in arm to help out, to be your battle buddy during these months. Just let us know. And talk about quotes. Here's two I found that I thought resonated with what I just said. Difficult roads often lead to beautiful destinations. So there's difficult roads, but guess what? At the end, there's beautiful destination. There is a sunshine. There is sunlight. And Winston Churchill said this: attitude is the little thing that makes a big difference. So work hard and try to have a positive frame of mind, get you through those stormy, dark days. But that attitude is the little thing that will get you through and make a big difference. So
hey, we got Ali joining us, my brother.
Oh,
talk about the Marine Corps birthday. And thanks, Ali. I appreciate it. He was on our show, our podcast, and such a great community leader out here, right? And he says I'm on that journey now.
He's running.
Hey, and brother, I'm wishing you. We was talking about elections, right? I'm wishing you all the success on your run. We really appreciate everything you've done. And Semper Fi, brother. And we will be cheering you on and hopefully celebrating with you as you come to a win during this election season.
That's right. 6 in the wake up, my man Ali. You all have that, and you go full steam ahead, brother. Good luck, and future endeavors are bright. I know that. So you got it in the bag.
Yeah, you talked about the rough roads, right, leading to and you said specifically what?
Beautiful destinations.
Beautiful destinations. I want people to understand that it's not all going to be rosy, right? It's not. That's probably a guarantee. It's not always going to be rosy. But I liken those rough roads to like the sand in an oyster, right? You cannot get a pearl. And now a sand is not supposed to be in there. It's considered an irritant, right? And then the oyster, to preserve itself, it starts to coat this sand with a liquid it has, and that's how the pearl is formed. And so you cannot get a pearl unless the oyster is irritated, unless something gets in and makes it a rough, abrasive, friction life for that oyster. And we enjoy the beauty of the irritant, but you have to get that first. And some roads may not be as nice. They may be friction full, full of friction, full of irritation, full of a bad time. But it's how you view what happens from there. And a lot of people are wearing pearl necklaces, right? Happy and just, enjoying life, and not realizing that it was at the cost of rough roads for that oyster, right? It was rough roads. And sometimes we don't get to appreciate those rough roads while we're in them, but they often do lead to beautiful ones.
Man, I feel like getting up and turn to page 559 and let's sing on the hymn note. Rough waters, hey, to the wall. Man, preach, bro. I love it, man. Listen, you never know what you're going to get on Radio Check. You might get a sermon. You might get to hear about oysters, how they form. But you know what, brother Enrique preaches every once in a while. And I felt like getting up and turning to the hymn book. It's funny, but it's true, but thank you for those great words about, on the other side, it is a beautiful destination, but in the meantime, there's difficult and roughness coming to us, and it happens maybe sometimes hourly, daily, but no, one step at a time, one day at a time. And I shared in the past, and I'll share again. My daughter's been dealing with addiction, and she's been graciously 13 months sober, but every day is a brand new day. And that goes to everyone out there. Every day is a brand new day. Every day is a challenge. Every day you can make it a good thing. Your attitude is the one who determines that big difference. So treat yourself right. Your day is today, is the present. Tomorrow's the future. Yesterday is the past. It's already history. So let's go forward, folks. It's November. We're just so happy. Again, I said earlier, it's Veterans Small Business Week. And it's a good tie-in because our sponsor is the Veteran Entrepreneurship Initiative. So talk about a great week to celebrate National Veteran Small Businesses, and our great sponsor that talks about bringing these veteran entrepreneurs into the mix. So VEI, thank you for being our sponsor on this Radio Check and our TLV. We are honored to have you and celebrating National Veteran Small Business Week.
Yeah, I appreciate you, Ali. He's had to check out, but thanks for dropping by. John Minya comes in, and he's shooting right off all cylinders right now. He's talking about Ghost Stros. Now you talk about Ghost Stros to two Yankees. Two Yankees.
Dude, you came at the wrong angle, bro.
Brother, what's going on, man? I thought you loved us, man.
Yes, sir. That's insult and injury all in one. Man, I took you.
Nice
I love you on here. Yeah, thank you, bro. Hey, good luck in the race. I'm definitely going for my Eastern teams in the Phillies side of the house. I know it's 1-1.
Yeah, I got to jump on the bandwagon.
But it's so good. Yeah, I was disappointed. Yankees didn't even win a game. But I was sad. It was sad. But hey, you're not gonna win this World Series. I'm gonna tell you that right. But good luck to your team.
It's gonna go to the better team, nonetheless, right? Of course, I'm not gonna be rooting for the Astros, but but thanks for joining, John.
Thanks, John. We'll get you.
He said Yankees who? I tell you, one of the things that I love, as we're talking, and we're seeing the folks pop in and out, is, Ali's obviously, Marine Corps, John, Navy, and we got Air Force in the room, we got Navy in the room, and the beauty of the military community at large, right? The Purple Force, right? All of us in a room, right? Joint, is that. We have our own little things, but come challenge us, see if we don't become one force, right? It's one of those things that I'm just so proud of having been and continue to be on the veteran side as a support mechanism. And I was walking, and I take a walk 5 miles. I try every day. Just to keep in shape and whatnot. But I was thinking the other day, I said, there is something about the veteran that, we stop our active service, but don't get us wrong if something happens to our nation. Because all of a sudden you got your active, and you brought me back to active. and as a veteran, you think about your nation. I was just thinking about the nation at large, the things that are happening. 5 miles is a long way not to think, right? But just the things that happen. I just unfortunately this afternoon, a rapper, shot and killed, 20-something years old. Right now, nobody knows the ins and outs of that investigation or the situation. The thing is that we already have, as humans, a lifespan. And just by DNA, we got a lifespan. There's a clock ticking. But the fact that we have fellow Americans, fellow citizens, wiping out people for whatever reason, um, it's beyond me as a military member when we have so many others that we say, hey, you can count on me. I got your six and that and the other. All kinds of colors, all kinds of races, all kind of everything. And when push comes to shove, we're one team, one fight. And so it's hard to see the nation as a whole, right? That other 99% go through. Now, there's some things that happen in the military as well, but it's a few and far in between. And I just pray every day for the nation.
Thank you, bro. Yeah, we definitely have to pray for the nation, pray for each human being that's in this nation, this great world that we live in. I said World Kindness Day is the 13th of November, but should be exercised every day, not only to yourself, but to others out there. So don't forget the 13th of November, World Kindness Day. We're just always excited to be on these airwaves to give an opportunity to chat with our brothers and sisters in the military or first responder community. Thank you for those who join us every time we come on, twice a month, 1st and the 15th, 7 o'clock, 7, which is Eastern, 1900 for those in the military. You understand that. And don't forget, your clock is definitely changing in on this Sunday for those states that change. Not every state does.
I got one of them futuristic cars because my clock on my car, I was like, "What? Hold up, where am I? What? I'm late," and it turned by itself.
Wow!
I'm like, it's next week, man, because sometimes they change that.
Yeah, it's not every same day, right?
Yeah, the government changed that at times. Hey, Frankie Valle, my man from my Bunker Labs cohort.
All right, now
over in Tampa. Yeah, he's it's called Esthete Beard Company. He does beard stuff, boy.
And then talk about beard. This is actually Movember, so
what's going on
for that too? So I love, your month is lit right now. Grow that beard, shave it off for that cause, But hey, thank you for joining in. Talk about Frankie Valli. I thought of a singer for a second, back in the day, but he probably hears that a lot. Thanks for joining in, my brother, Radio Check. We appreciate to have you and being part of that beautiful cohort. I don't know how it is with Enrique, but hopefully, you guys shining the light for each other, which y'all do, having each other sick. So that's awesome.
Great group of guys doing great things. Amazing companies that are coming out of the veteran space. He has a beard care. And I'm going to put in a plug for Frankie because I just heard him this last week. They're going into even scented oil, aromatherapy kind of thing with the balm and the oils that go on the beard that they have and are offering. So, it's amazing. And he's not the only one. We have a fashion guy, got clothing with an Afro theme. Very nice, very tropical, very light wear, great things. And I'll make sure to get all those links to those small businesses as we are celebrating this month, right? The Veteran Small Business, a week. I'm going to make it the month. That's what I could do.
On this show, you can do anything, bro.
We can do it all. But yeah, I'm going to highlight those in the chat as we talk. Afribana is the company, the wear. Thank you, Frankie. Yeah. Great things. Matter of fact.
Drum roll.
I'm gonna be taking some pictures as part of their lineup.
Whoa!
Yeah, boy.
Exclusive.
What?
We got a model in the house.
I'm gonna be taking some pictures with Afribana out in Tampa. I'm excited about that. We haven't had a date yet, but we've been talking about it a while. So yeah, great to support Eduardo and his thing, and whatever we can help each other with, we should do that. We should
Right.
do that. And so that's what one veteran helping another.
I love it. And that's what we all about. We put this platform out there so we could come together and kind of do that. Hey, shine the light on each other, like the logo from WWE. There's sometimes you're the soldier on the bottom, sometimes you're soldier on top. You have to be carried or help somebody along the way carry them. So here we are, Radio Check First and 15. You need a resource. You want to plug your own resource. That's Enrique doing. Hey, National Veteran Small Business Week for Radio Check is a whole month. But, hey, we're here for each other. Brothers and sisters, the journey is never traveled alone. You take it, that difficult and rough road always leads to a beautiful destination. So here we are, always First and 15 for you. This is 5 veterans, 4 veterans, and military community and first responders. I'm excited to also talk about, we have some great podcasts coming up. We're going to celebrate the Marine's birthday at our next podcast on the Void on the other side of the fence. So we're excited to have a representative talk about elections, is a good tie-in too. So don't forget to vote by November 8th. But yeah, don't miss that one coming out very soon on November the 9th. So we're excited to have great guests coming on, a Marine, a retired colonel, talk about his talks and lovely journey in the Marines and future thoughts about the Marine Corps. So be excited about that. But happy birthday to them. Early birthday on November the 10th.
Yeah, and I put those links to the both Steve Beard and Alfred Bonner in there. As I get the opportunity, I'll put in some other ones that are part of at least my cohort. But there's just a lot, Bunker Labs, which we had the CEO with us,
Blake,
on the leadership board, right? Blake Hogan. They just come hot off the press out of Mick, right? Mick was going on in
influencer conference in Las Vegas.
A lot of folks were represented there, and so they're doing a lot of great things. They just came out with a small business holiday guide. Now, I'll tell you, there's a holiday guide for Bunker Labs. There's a holiday guide for the Rosie Network, which we have Stephanie on. So they have one. AMC, Moni was on with us, and AMC has a holiday guide. Spousely it's part of all of that, and
Fullerton.
Yeah. So Monica, and so she and all those people are all in that. So there's going to be 3 guides I'm going to put in the chat. It may not be right now. I will definitely put those in the chat for you so that you can view those as we're coming into that season, right? Because I went downstairs. My boys they got all kinds of magazines going through. They're on Amazon wish list. So support the veteran small businesses.
Right.
They are smaller. Support small business as a whole. Right. If you're in a community and you don't have veteran small businesses, then support the small businesses. Those were the hardest hit in the last 2.5 years. A lot of them went away, unfortunately, couldn't survive that period. But the veteran small business, if there's anything I'm going to focus on this year, is to make sure that my money goes to the veteran small business. And I encourage all those that are listening to do the same. Do the same.
There you go. Great plug. Definitely, especially this is National, Veteran Small Business Week. So, get that list, support those veteran-owned businesses, spouse military-owned businesses. They're doing great things. It's a product you can trust. Definitely, you're in good hands with them, but hopefully you do that. Thank you for that plug, Enrique. And always, we're just excited to share that we have a model on our podcast. Can't wait to see what that looks like, brother.
Oh boy, I might get a hot water. I don't know.
And if you don't know, talk about small businesses, Triple Nickel, you could buy their apparel in Kohl's. So they are now
Oh,
taking
yes.
codes, folks. So Triple Nickel, another veteran gentleman doing great things, has
Ruben.
great apparel. Ruben
Ruben
Ayala
Ayala.
and his team, apparel at our big department store. So not only you can shop at Kohl's, but get that T-shirt. You know, go ahead and get a couple of the paraphernalia. Triple Nickel is called.
Yeah, I put both him, a link to Ruben's profile, and a link to Triple Nickel in the chat. Great guy. We had him on the show as well.
Yes,
You know, a lot of the folks that come through the leadership void and spend some time with us are doing great things. They're out there doing their thing, and so congratulations to Ruben and the team for closing that out. You know, now they are in Kohl's. I'm looking forward to going by there.
Yeah, me too.
And because I got one right down the street.
Yeah.
And you know, I don't have to wait till people ship my stuff. I could go get it right there. But a lot of great things. Check out their site page and connect with Ruben.
Yes, and I know for Mick, you know, Sherlinda was supposed to be there, but she, you know, took a knee because her son had health issues. So Sherlinda, I hope your son is doing better. And you know, the outpour of support from our community, you said it was phenomenal, and we always thinking of our veterans and our families all together because it really fuels us. So I hope your boy's doing better, Sherlinda, and we know you were not there, but you were there in spirit.
Yeah, I just added Charlinda and mutton sauce. You know, look for these holiday season when you start talking about Thanksgiving. Look, I'm gonna tell you, I know I'm ordering one that came out last year December. Bourbon. I said, what? Bourbon? Hold on now. So I'm gonna order my pack from for Thanksgiving. You know, they do great sauces.
Yes, and spices.
I'm gonna try that one because I didn't get to, but somebody did.
I want to
somebody on the other side. I tried the other sauces. The other sauces were great, but I'm dying to try that bourbon one. And just looking forward to, you know, contributing to veteran small businesses. You know, great companies that are, you know, changing the landscape of entrepreneurship.
Yes, indeed. Again, it's a National Veteran Small Business Week, folks. So hence why we're highlighting so many of them. And there's so many other like Fantel. We know, John, you're out there doing some great things in the consulting world. You're one of many, but we need gentlemen like you and leaders like you to definitely help those bigger and small and medium businesses to thrive and getting from unstuck and to thriving and so on. So, hey, it's always a pleasure to be here. Again, Veterans Day also is this next week. For those celebrating Veterans Day, honor a veteran. If you know one, just say thank you. You know, appreciate them. Take them to a meal. Give them, you know, just have a sit down with them, a cup of coffee, whatever you think it may be. We all for, you know, just spending time together. I'm representing the Air Force right here, as you know. But, you know, hey, Veterans Day of the Purple Force, all branches that serve. It's our day next week. But the whole month, based on yesterday, is National Veterans and Military Family Month. Thank you, President Biden, for putting that out there so we can highlight all the great things the military community is doing day in and day out for the whole month of November.
Outstanding. Well, folks, we are at the end of our 30-minute period. We're so happy that this actual conversation went into the support of the small businesses. There's so many others. I will go into the chat. Definitely put a link to the 3 guides that I told you about, you know, holiday shopping. Please support those as you can. And thank you for joining us. For all those that are listening, thank you for always supporting us. And you know, we're just wishing a blessing on you. I'm going to let Vince put out those 2, you know, those 2 comments that he put. You know, I love them. But always remember, you know, although it may be rough, you know, at the end, you will survive.
Yep. Those difficult and rough roads often leads to beautiful destinations was one. Number 2, attitude is the little thing that makes a big difference. Winston Churchill. Thank you.
All right, folks, everybody. We wish you all a great next 15 days. It's going to be before we know it, you know, we're going to be on the 15th, and then we're going to be talking about Thanksgiving stuff.
Yeah.
Right? We're going to be talking about that. Hey, we might even have a cooking show. I don't
have to go to Enrique's house for this one.
But hey, folks, thank you so much for being with us. God bless you all. We'll see you on the next edition of what? Radio
Check.